Right, so take some PVA like this, whatever brand you want, and a sponge with the PVA on it, about this much, but you need to apply more than one layer, and then just apply it to where you think you're going to do your robot design type thing. I'm also going to add it to my knuckles, just to give it a bit of extra detail. You're going to want to do about 3 to 4 layers, but be patient and it's worth it. Okay, so you want to go and grab a pair of tweezers like this, and once you've put this on for about 3 or 4 layers, you want to get a piece in the middle and just kind of start to grab it and peel it back like this. Until it's all round. I'll show you at the end. Okay, so this is how it looks after I've peeled it all. On my hands it won't need cutting because it's nice and short, but on these bits it's a bit too long, so I'm going to take a pair of scissors and can I just trim it and pull it away like this, so it looks like a rough edge. I mean, it really doesn't need to be tidy. It's just because I put this on so thick, it wouldn't break away quite so easily, which is good because if you're going to a party or something, if you put like thin layers, it won't stay on very well. But if you put thick layers on, then it will stay on for longer, but you will have to do this step. So just kind of cut slits and then just pull it away with your hands, and I'll be back in a second when I've done that. Okay, so now you've got it to this point, you're going to want to make a base. So I'm just going to use white, like this light blue, and this black. I'm just going to squeeze it on here, only a tiny bit of blue, mostly white because it doesn't want to be that dark, and then a tiny bit of black. Then take some brush. I wouldn't advise using one of your actual makeup brushes because it could ruin them, potentially. Oh my gosh. So as you can see, this colour is far too dark, so add white, and I'll be back in a second when I've got it to the perfect colour. Okay, so I've achieved the desired colour, which is this colour. It's quite blue, and it's quite light as well. So just apply this. I'm going to get a better brush and I'll be back in a second. Okay, so I've taken one like this because it's really fine. I'm just going to pick some up and apply it in there. Apply it right up to the edges, but without touching the fake skin. And I'll be back in a second when I've done all this. Okay, so this is the kind of thing that you want. Like this. I'm going to give it a blast with a hairdryer because I'm very impatient. I don't want to wait. Also, you're going to want to keep all this paint here because later on, after you draw your design on it, you want to add a little bit of black to it to do shading to make it look more 3D and realistic. So, okay, so now you're going to want to take a really fine brush. I'm going to use this thick brush here and take just black and paint on your design onto your arm. Okay, so now you go back to your colour that you had before and mix in a black, just to get a darker colour to make everything else pop out. So just go along the lines, decide which side is going to have a shadow, and then go along them. This is just to make it more 3D. I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. Okay, so this is what it should look like when you've finished shading it. As you can see here, kind of blends out. Doesn't have to be brilliant, it has a bit of an effect. These are the ones in my hands. Yeah, you could either leave it like this or you could take it one step further. I'm just going to show you. Okay, so take some fake blood like this. I got this from Cloud Accessories, but whatever. And take a brush, ideally bigger than this, but never mind. Kind of just take some on the brush like this and just kind of dab it round the edge of the skin bit, like so. This. And do this all the way around, and I'll be back in a second to show you how it looks in the. Okay, so I've gone around it all around the edge. You probably cannot see it, but I have. Then what you want to do is get your brush thing, and you need a kind of pointed end one, and just decide which way you're going to scratch, which way you've scratched around to open it, and then kind of draw a line outwards like this. You cannot see it, but like this, and do a few just to show that your skin has been ripped. Okay, so this is the final product. I hope that this has been helpful and you liked it. If you did, thumbs up, rate, subscribe, and really do subscribe because it means the world to me. So yeah. I just want to add that this part doesn't have to be robotic. It could be just flashy, like a zombie or something. And also this is going if you want to remove when you want to remove this, I mean, just exfoliate your arm and it should come off quite nicely.